Welcome back. Here we are, back at Thors Military Academy. It's good to be home. Some fancy lights around. Some lovely food. And hot drinks. Soup, I imagine. There's Beryl. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, look who's here, look. He is playing his music. They're off in the distance, though. Triple dot.
I'm so happy to finally be back. And looking around, I'm not alone in that sentiment either. Maybe it won't last, but everyone's determined to enjoy it to the fullest while they can. After all, who knows what tomorrow will bring? I knew things wouldn't instantly go back to normal, but I didn't expect all that to be thrown on us.
5 hours earlier.
You want us to help liberate the capital?
With Ruhr and Berea silent, we have a firm foothold to take back Heimdall. If we don't seize the moment before the year is up, there's every chance the war will drag on even longer as a result.
Fighting is still brutal as ever in western Erebonia. But if the Nortia and Kreutzen provincial armies keep their word not to interfere, we may be able to turn the war around.
That does sound like the best chance we'll ever get, but I still have doubts.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We have no intention of taking an active role in the war.
We simply wish to fulfill our duties as military academy students.
That sounds perfectly fine to me.
We aren't asking you to fight on the front lines to retake the city. Rather, we would like you, the students of Thors Military Academy, to liberate one very specific location.
Yeah?
And where might that be?
I'll be the one explaining that.
You're here too?
There's Lechter.
You're from the intelligence division. Huh. Hiya, Lechter. Long time no see. You back from Crossbell?
Yep, the most pressing problem over there is all taken care of now. So I was finally able to access the intelligence division's network again.
Wait a second. Most pressing problem? What happened over there?
Oh, you know, that Azure tree is gone. There was a ton of confusion after its disappearance, but President Croix has been arrested, and things are beginning to calm down.
Croix? I thought it was Croy. I'm getting so many things confused in my head.
We had no idea.
I remember feeling an incredible amount of mana from that tree.
Whatever happened there, it's obvious Ouroboros was involved.
Regardless of how it came to happen, the fact remains. Crossbell is of no danger to us now.
Well, because the tree went.
Yet with that comes new dangers on the horizon.
What do you mean, Dad?
Now that Crossbell is no longer a threat, there's every chance the Calvard Republic might make a move, is that correct?
The Republic still has its own share of chaos as a result of their economic crisis and terrorism. But now that there's an opening to take Crossbell, we've no doubt they will recover sooner rather than later.
And without Gorelia Fortress to serve as an effective deterrent, there's always the possibility they could use Crossbell as a staging area to launch a military incursion into Erebonia.
As a result, our primary concern is ending this war as soon as possible. And we could use your assistance in bringing it to an ever swifter conclusion.
I understand the situation.
In that case, where is this specific location that you'd like us to liberate?
That would be the Corel Imperial Villa.
Hey, isn't that...
That's the Imperial family's villa on the outskirts of the city, right?
Are you suggesting that my family is at the villa?
We believe your assumption to be correct, Your Highness. The Intelligence Division has established that His Imperial Majesty and the rest of your family have been imprisoned there. Lady Elise Schwarzer and Imperial Governor Regnitz are also with them.
Dad's there too?
They've been there this whole time?
It's close to the capital, but it's surrounded on all sides by cliffs and the like. That makes it the perfect place to keep VIPs hidden away.
Exactly. The only way to access it via land is a special train that runs from Heimdall Station, and that is currently heavily secured by the Imperial Guard. However, were your party to use the Courageous to fly there, you should be able to get inside.
I think you already know our answer.
Yeah, I'm in.
If you say they're there, Lechter, then they're there. It's not much different from liberating Ruhr or the Twin Dragons Bridge, if we think of it like rescuing someone related to us.
Indeed. While the Imperial family is naturally of great importance, rescuing a member of the Board of Directors fits our motives to a T.
And we've always seen it as our duty to help those related to the Academy.
Guess that settles that.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Well, aren't we being humble?
This is what friends do.
To think these kids would turn out to be so dependable.
You're telling me. They're almost dazzling.
Your Highness, may we have your permission to move forward?
I feel like she'll say yes.
Yes, by all means. I, Alphen Rice Arner, humbly request that you carry out this mission. Very well, Your Highness. Students of Thors Military Academy, I hereby declare that we shall dedicate our all to the liberation of the Corel Imperial Villa.
Yay. Where's your hat gone?
It really is strange. For all I know, tomorrow could determine the outcome of this war. And yet I feel completely at peace. Just being back here, seeing the sky and being surrounded by this cool air makes me feel so happy. Why?
You're not planning on standing here alone the whole night, are you?
Oh, hey Celine. Where's Emma?
Who knows? I'm guessing she's over in the literature club's room.
Oh dear.
One of the second years dragged her off. Something about checking if any of her precious book collection had vanished.
Oh dear, oh dear.
That would be Dorothy. I don't know. I could wander around, but my head's kind of full at the moment. It's like it's suddenly registering just how much this academy means to me. I knew I liked it, but I never realized how much.
Oh? Well, whatever you end up doing tonight, make it count. With both Vita and Ouroboros involved, you haven't seen the worst this war has to offer. The hardest part's yet to come. And you don't want to face your friend in the goofy bandana weighed down by regrets, do you?
True enough.
It is a goofy bandana.
Oh, hey, are you here because you were worried about me? You've always been so considerate of us, even if you do try to hide it by acting grumpy half the time.
Stop that! You can't go around being nice to every girl you run into. Try treating someone special for once.
Yeah, I am counting that one.
Surely there's someone who fits that description better than me.
Someone special, huh?
This could be the last night you have to enjoy before everything goes to hell. Go and walk around a bit already. Oh, and go pay Valimar a visit too. Honestly, anyone with half a brain could have figured that out. Why do I have to be the one to tell you?
I suppose she's right. It seems a shame to waste a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity standing around here alone. Besides, it's been a long time since I was last here at the Academy. I should walk around and see everyone. I've got a lot of catching up to do with the people in Trista. And after Valimar offered to stand guard near the west exit, it wouldn't feel right to leave him by himself the whole night.
Dude gets lonely. Can I use quick travel in Trista and the Academy? Not that we really need it. The amount of people we've got to speak to is like, jeez. Like, how am I? There we go. Just to make sense of the area. It says we've got bonding events all over the places, though. Oh, this is going to take a while, isn't it? The horses all seem so happy to be back in their home stable again. Especially Whitcomb. Really glad we were able to bring them all back safely. Our work's not over yet, but making it back here is still cause for celebration. They're getting big dinners tonight. I'm proud of the horses, putting up with everything they've been through these past 2 months. Thinking extra food tonight. I'm having a burger. Alright. Whitcomb, oh my beloved Whitcomb, how I've longed to see you again. Not a moment passed when I didn't think of you, not a night where you didn't visit me in my dreams. My unwavering belief in your safety was the only reason I was able to press on. No need for words, Whitcomb. I'm as happy as you are. It's been 2 months since our tragic separation, and yet here we are, reunited at last. Usus Hola, Class 7, I must thank you from the very core of my being. Wah, and such. I don't know who he is. What? Yes, indeed. Usus, my boy. It's good to finally be able to return the horses to the stable. It almost makes the hell we endured to get here feel worthwhile. Man, you're happy. I just wish we were here earlier in the day. It'd have been fun to take them for a ride. We can save that for another time. I'm not looking forward to returning them to the ship in preparation for our operation. Preparation for operation, yep. But that can wait until tomorrow. I'd like to let them sleep in their old stable tonight. Yeah, I think that'd make them happy. If there's anything I can lend a hand with, just say the word. I suppose this is as good a chance as any. I'm hoping to walk around our old dormitory tonight. If you have the time, perhaps you could join me. Now there's an idea. It's like, don't agree. Reasonable. Still, should you change your mind, come and let me know. Yeah, we'll be doing all them. In an extra video, obviously. It's just like, yeah. Oh, hello. Professor, I wasn't expecting to find you here. This is the only place in town where I could find anything approaching peace and quiet. Or so I had hoped. Don't concern yourself with me. Go out and celebrate with all the other students and boisterous townsfolk. Sure, before I go though, I wanted to thank you. Never would have been able to get past all those soldats guarding the town if it hadn't been for that weapon you met. Did I say I wanted to be thanked? Besides, the blade is merely a prototype, completely unfit to be used in actual combat. Having an unfinished product used in the field is the height of shame for any self-respecting engineer. Sorry, I didn't know. I really didn't have time to complete it before the operation started, so... Tomorrow morning. Come back tomorrow morning and I'll give you the full finished product. That's when I'll listen to your uninformed little judgments on it. There's something to look forward to. Right. Can't wait. I don't think I've met anyone with as much pride as this guy has. I've met some big-headed people. I'll be sure to give you the full finished product by the morning. Shouldn't be too much of a problem with my additional assistant. Could that be? Well, so who's up next over there? Let's check the gymnasium. Here's the gymnasium. This pool is always going to be one of my favorite places. It's not just where I met Laura, it's where the whole swimming club helped me come out of my shell and get stronger. So it means the world to me that we all managed to make it back here together. Laura and I came to the gym together, but she's busy in the training hall right now. Maybe I should ask her to join me for a little swim. Maybe. Is there anyone upstairs? No. Laura! Monica and I wanted to see the gymnasium again. So many memories here, both at the pool and at the training hall. I'll bet. I mean, we all had lessons at the training hall, but you were here practicing your swordsmanship whenever the fencing club left it empty. Honestly, my most vivid memories of this place was my fight with Angelica. It's hard to forget hitting hit like that. I'm still waiting for our chance to fight one-on-one, to be honest. After all we've been through together, I'd imagine it would be quite the duel. You can say that again. Maybe when all of this is over, we'll get that chance. Rean, there's a favor I'd like to ask of you. Huh? Sure, what's up? I was considering paying our dormitory a visit later on, and, well, I very much like your company if you have time, of course. Don't agree. Very well, that's fine. Still, if you do change your mind, I'd very much appreciate it. So, obviously, like, again, we'll review them all in one go. Unless I can view them all at the moment. I doubt it, though. Oh, hello. We finally managed to accomplish one of our primary goals. Quite the achievement, if you ask me. It's not to say you should let your guard down just yet. My spirit board tells me that things are far from over. Perhaps that warning was unnecessary, though, as I assume you knew that already. My apologies. All signs point to tomorrow's operation being a pivotal moment in deciding the nation's fate. But you knew that already, didn't you? Yes? Yes, I did. How did you know I knew? Look at how capable you've all become. I was especially pleased to see that Fee and Vivi have developed into such fine young ladies. How lucky I am to see their return. Even the flowers are happy that Fee's back. I'll have to give them plenty of water to celebrate. It's nice to know the flowers I planted before we had to leave the academy are still doing okay. Dell said she'd look after them for me. That's good. Did you remember to thank her? Of course. They wouldn't be blooming like this without her, but she wasn't their only source of support. They're just like us in a way. They need care, water, sunlight, and people to help them along. That's for sure. Rean? Huh? What's up? I want to go see our dorm later. And I want you to come with me. Me? Well, don't agree. Oh, that's fine. I'll be here if you change your mind. These flowers are blooming and giving off a soothing fragrance. Well, isn't that just lovely? Right, dots. No, let's just barrel. Let's check the old schoolhouse. Yep, there's an Emma. Oh, so this is where you were, checking up on the old schoolhouse. That's right. Been away for so long that I thought it would be a good idea to do so. Seems to have been largely inert since the day Valimar awoke. Well, that's kind of reassuring. One less thing to worry about now. I appreciate you doing this. Don't take this the wrong way, but why don't you give the witch thing a rest for tonight? Tomorrow we'll be right back to putting our lives on the line. So for right now, you should try to take it easy. I suppose you're right. At the very least, I'll stop by the literature club and see Dorothy later. She's been on cloud 9 since she got access to her books again. I should probably go bring her back to the ground. Good luck with that. But now that you've mentioned taking it easy, I have a favor to ask. Could you meet me at the dorm later? I want to take a look around, and I'd like to do so with you. Me? Well, Oh, that's no problem at all. But if you happen to change your mind, I probably won't head to the literature club for a while. So just come talk to me. Very well. I've got to check the door, haven't I? Nothing. You said nothing in response to the doors being locked? Where did the key go? That's my question. Alright then. Just feels strange. What we got in here? Hello, guys! It's good to see everyone here looking so happy. I just wish Crow had come back with you. Oh, that was it? Expecting more. Like, welcome back. We haven't had an evening quite this pleasant in a long time. I'll keep the cafeteria open till morning, so take your time and get comfy. Alright, fair enough. There don't seem to be many upper-class students on the 3rd floor right now. They're all out mixing with everyone else. This day has been a long day coming. Be sure to relax and make the most of it. Alright, fair enough. Dorothy, get a hold of yourself. Goodness me. Sorry, my union of my beloved books has me a little too excited. Yet their sultry temptation pulls me back time and time again. I am powerless to resist. I just hope she doesn't collapse from too much, excitement. The fact that I haven't been able to read these in so long makes all of their pleasures feel new and exciting. Here, Rean, why don't you take a look at one? It will certainly warm you right up in this cold weather. I happen to like the cold, thank you. Hey, Celine, what brings you here? Emma, actually, before she ditched me. Fair enough saying she wanted to double-check the old schoolhouse just in case. Normally I wouldn't mind, but she left me alone with that creepy friend of hers. It's not a good place to be. I guess I'll rest until Emma gets back. Or at least I'll try. Yeah, she left her with Dorothy. Just, jeez. No one in here. But the fish. The ghosts. Hello? I'm still amazed that the members of the Upper Class Chess Club actually went out of their way to protect our club room. I don't think I've ever been so moved. I'll never forget what they did for us. Not as long as I live. I love this academy. I love its chess clubs. Alright, let's play some chess. Since it's been so long, let's celebrate our return with a game for the ages. Beautiful. So the lower class chess club finally made it back after all. Not that I care, of course. Bah, on them, yes. Quite. It's just, as pointlessly hot-blooded as ever. Although I admit, it would feel strange if he weren't now. By the sounds of things, if not for the upper class chess club, Stefan and I wouldn't have had a club to go back to. They did everything they could to make sure the administration didn't close it while we were away. I wouldn't have expected that. That was good of them. Yeah, we owe them a lot. We're happy to return to the academy either way, of course, but it wouldn't be the same without our chess club. Oh, but by the way, if you've got some free time, maybe we could go look around our dorm together. No pressure or anything, but I feel like if I miss this opportunity, the chance won't come again for a while. Don't agree. Well, I did say no pressure. Still, if you change your mind, I should be around for a while. Just come see me. There's one in every corner, it's very weird. Everyone's so exhausted, perhaps I should brew some herbal tea. Thors' favorite kind was always this one, I think. Of course Thor likes tea. There were the books on the Carol Imperial Villa again. There's books on them? Thors back. She's finally back. Tomorrow's gonna be a really busy day. Can't wait. Can't wait? I'm going to have a meeting with the student council president about the plan for tomorrow. It feels like such a long time since the student council has played a major role in anything. Get the quick way out. Though I should have probably just jumped straight to the library. Have you heard of a book series called Gambler Jack 2? Its final chapter came out long ago. It reminded me of how nice it feels to see a story you followed come to an end. Still got it here. How about you give it a read? It's a pretty fun way to while away the time. This library's so quiet today. Go ahead and relax here if you want. I'm sure the books will be happy to have company. Sure they will. No shinies up here. I just want to double check the shinies around here as well. Assume it's just the ones we could have read previously, but this feels different. Oh, back issues. Cool. Yet they're still called like Woo Baby and Falcon Diary and stuff. That seems strange. Well, they can call them what they want, though. They can call them what they want. Rean. All these cuties have actually asked me to take their photos tonight. It's insane. And I mean, like, a ton of them. Oh man, times like these make joining the photography club totally worth it. Next, I need to figure out how to convince them to get into cute poses and stuff while I'm taking pictures. Why don't we dial it back a few notches, Rex? The upper class ladies here are just too much. My heart can hardly take it. But the night's still young. Time to find more babes to snap pics of. Sure my heart will find a way to hold out. Yes. Hello there, Master Rean. Congratulations again on winning the battle earlier. Your victory was truly deserved. You didn't exactly make it easy. It was incredible to see how well you and Patrick fought together too. I suppose that's not too surprising. We have been together for a very long time now. But Master Patrick's grown quite a bit lately. Physically, of course, but also into his own as Erebonian nobility. I do believe we have his leadership of the Order of the Lion and his fight with you to thank for his wonderful transformation. He's lucky to have you look after him. You flatter me. Regardless, you take the time to relax tonight, and don't be shy if you require anything from me. Master Patrick's most certainly grown through his leadership of the Order of the Lion and his fight with all of you. Allow me to extend my thanks to you and all of your friends in Class 7. He would not be the man he is today without you. Yes, Patrick. Fritting away your time with more idle wonderings, I see. Yeah, you got me. Rean Fritterer. So I wanted to come and thank you again. Thank me for what exactly? I couldn't have united the whole academy on my own. We're only able to do it because you issued that statement. But thanks, Patrick. I'll be counting on your help tomorrow, too. You're joking, right? Came all the way here just to say that. Let me take this chance to make things crystal clear for you, Schwarzer. We are not friends. And while you may have bested me earlier, I fully intend to settle that score among others at a later date. In order to do that, we'll need to return from tomorrow's operation alive and well. And since we must, so we shall. Now you're talking. You'll have my full support tomorrow. After that, we need to return alive so we can settle things between us. The swordsmanship you displayed earlier was splendid, Patrick. Well done. We're all truly moved by the spirit and determination you showed us. I'm not sure why, regardless how well I may have fought, I ended up in their debt. The real test for us upper-class students doesn't begin until we make it through tomorrow. I suppose you're right. You'll certainly have gotten stronger while you're away. But don't get cocky. Patrick has far more potential within him than any of you do. Alright, don't be a dick about it, mate. Anyone? Nope. Thors Military Academy's lacrosse club is officially back in business. Once we put this war to bed, we're getting right back into the swing of things, you hear me? Yes, Mom? Prepare yourself, Elisa. Good to see our break hasn't served to demotivate anyone. We haven't used the field in a long time now, so the first order of business is getting it all prepped and in shape. There's something in the way, though. Maybe the first order of business is ending the war, but right after that, we're back to lacrosse practice. When I left the academy, I thought that all of this was for good. How could I have imagined that one day the entire lacrosse club would be able to get back together again? What am I? Tricia? Hey, no crying in front of the first years. Come on, we're supposed to be setting a good example for them. I suppose you're right. Our work is anything but over. We need to stay strong until the very end. I couldn't be happier that the lacrosse club's back together at last. It was a tough road, but staying on it was completely worth it. Granted, I did have everyone's help along the way. It makes me happy to see you happy. This isn't the end just yet, though. Yeah, it all comes down to tomorrow's operation. That's no reason for us to worry. Sticking together has gotten us through some rough times. I know we can do it. You and me both. Rean, would you mind coming with me to our dorm a little later on? I want us to see it one more time before we head out tomorrow. Just the two of us. Lisa? Don't agree. Oh, well, then. I won't force you to change your mind or anything, but if you do... The Order may have been defeated, but I remain ever dauntless. Next time we compete, Elisa, I will emerge victorious. Sure you will. I'll take you on any time, Paris. I believe I speak for the entire faculty when I say we're overjoyed to have you back. Ordinarily, this building would be closed by now, but this is a special one-time exception. Do feel free to walk around. Yeah, fair enough. Dot over that. The janitor. All the students seem so happy to be back together again. So darned happy that it's rubbing off on us non-students too. I'll take this evening to relax and enjoy that. The students seem so happy to be back together again. Enjoy that. Oh, expected Beatrix to be in here. Phew, it wasn't easy, but I managed to get those two together in the end. All my hard work must have paid off. I shudder to think where my uncle would be without me. He should thank his lucky stars to have me as a niece. Come on, Uncle Makarov, now's your chance, just don't blow this one! Oh, it's so annoying watching the two of them get nowhere. It was time for me to step in here. Uh-oh. As long as she gets what she wants, Mint really doesn't care if people are busy or not. Sorry she dragged you into all of this, though. This was probably the last thing you wanted after coming back from Rua. Honestly, I think she's sweet. It's plain to see how much she cares about you. In fact, why don't we take advantage of our current situation and have some tea together? Well, sure, I mean, but that's just gonna throw more fuel on the fires of her weird ideas about us, right? Maybe, but I'm starting to wonder if I really mind. I'd be lying if I said that seeing you again after all this time doesn't make me a little happy. Eh? Then I'll go and pour the tea. Oh wait, are you more of a coffee person? Whatever's easier, I guess. Disgraceful. That's like worse than saying coffee. It's like, what? I guess I could join you for at least one cup. Got some stuff to sort out though, so I don't know if you'll get much conversation out of me. I don't mind, I'm just happy spending time together. Aww. I mean, that's the sign of love to me. It's the idea of like, yeah, we don't need to say anything or do anything, it's just spend time together is nice. Feels as though everyone aboard the Courageous is a lot more positive these days, don't you think? As if we're all united in our efforts, and there's a sense of trust and warm regard around every corner. I think I know who we have to thank for that, too. You. Me? Always looking out for us, Rean. Learning more about us, listening to our worries, trying to help any way you can. About you? Don't know if everyone would be as close to one another as they are right now. I'm happy you feel that way. I think you're giving me too much credit, Your Highness. If anything, it's everyone here who's always looking out for me. Whatever I've done, they've done just as much for me, if not more. Oh, I don't doubt all they've done for you. Regardless, I still believe you deserve to have this. The Medal of Love. What's this? It's called the Medal of Love. It's to be bestowed upon one who shows great compassion and consideration to others. And you to accept it as proof of the strong bonds you formed with the other members of the Academy. Proof of our bonds, huh? I like the sound of that. I'd be more than honored to accept it. Just wish we could form a deep bond too. Did you say something? Oh no, not at all. While thinking about it, I've given you all 3 medals now, haven't I? Strength, Charity, Love. Amazed you were able to earn them all in such short time. My expectations were certainly high, but you've more than delivered. It's an honor to hear you say so. And I couldn't be the only one you've made an impression on. Your classmates and my brother surely think just as highly of you. Do hope you'll treasure those feelings as much as we've come to treasure you. Thank you, Your Highness. I'd like to know that I'll always keep the virtues these medals signify in mind. I'll fight every day to return peace to Erebonia. I feel you'll accomplish far more than those medals were ever intended to reward. In addition to those, I'd also like to give you this. Vermillion. Isn't this a master quartz? Indeed, a very powerful one called Vermillion, occasionally gifted to those deemed worthy by the Imperial family. My brother left it in my care some time ago, but I think it would be better used in your hands. Think of it as me fighting alongside you, and try to use it well, so that we can see Elise again, if nothing else. Salute you, Your Highness. Like... yeah? What brings you to the Principal's office, Your Highness? Just came to give my regards to Principal Van Dyke. See, I'll be remaining here during tomorrow's operation. Though my heart of hearts, I'd rather be out there fighting with all of you. Helping to rescue Elise. My family is far preferable to just sitting here letting others fight on my behalf. Sorry you feel that way, Your Highness. Don't worry, Rean. I understand that it'd be way too risky to take me along with you, and I'd rather not risk the success of the operation with my presence. So I'll remain here and pray for all of you. Sorry we have to leave you out of the plans this time, Your Highness. If it's any consolation, it'll all be over tomorrow. I'm going to rescue them all for your sake too. Thanks. I'm placing my trust in all of you. Could I perhaps impose on you for a small favour this evening? I'd like you to give me a little tour of Class 7's dorm, if you're okay with that. Oh, any particular reason? It's probably about what you'd expect from a dorm. It's important for a devoted little sister to know each and every detail of her beloved brother's, inner chambers. And far be it from me to let the chance slip by while we're both here in Trista. I should have guessed. No. To admit, in my heart I was hoping you'd give in to me. Ah well, such are the storms that ravage a young lady's heart. Did you change your mind? I'll be right here. Ah, Schwarzer, good to see you. Stricter Beatrix and I were just going over the day's events. That's right. The battle between yourself and the upper-class students has made for some splendid viewing. I could see it becoming the sort of school legend that persists for decades to come. I don't know if I'd go that far, but thank you. Speaking of thank yous, I owe you and all the other instructors a big one for all your help with the war so far. We didn't do a thing. I don't say that out of modesty either. All of my agency was robbed from me. Couldn't do anything for you. Or for my dear friend Otto, whose death I just received word of. Was forgotten that they were old friends. His death is a loss not just to us, but to the entire nation. War asks us to make sacrifices, and that doesn't make the loss of innocent life any easier to swallow. It's a pain that grew all too familiar during our days in the army, but it never got any less agonizing. Indeed. Word has it that more innocents are being slaughtered in this nation's west, too. There are times when I wonder whether my younger self could do anything to help them, but such thinking helps no one. So, if I may, please rest easy and let us take care of things from here. May not be able to bring the war to an end on our own, but we believe that tomorrow's operation will bring us some way towards doing so. Now that all of us students have reunited again, I know we can make a change. That's certainly ambitious. Well, if this war could be said to have a silver lining, that it's given you a splendid opportunity to mature. Perhaps Otto's death was not in vain. In that case, I wish you all luck. As we all will. May Adios watch over all of you. My regards to Fee and Milliam too. I will. I won't let you down. Relax and make some good memories tonight. It'll be the kind of night you look back on and smile about when you're my age. I'm afraid that all we old folks can do is wish you the best in all your exploits and pray for your continued success. Although given your track record, it doesn't seem as though our thoughts and prayers are even necessary. I'm proud. This war has robbed us of much. Those sacrifices have forged all of you into stronger and more resolute young adults. Indeed they have. You need quite a few cups of tea to come to terms with everything that's happened. Few people around here. Cute. It's blank, guys. Standing in this room brings back a lot of memories. It's been too long since I was here. Sure has. Been a tough journey, but it all paid off in the end. Probably jumping the gun here. Tomorrow will be probably the toughest thing we've ever attempted yet. We can't really relax. Sure we can. We're going to work out. Got through every challenge we've faced so far. So we can get through this. Just need to put our faith in the wind, let it guide us forward. True enough. Oh, by the way, will you be free later? Huh? Why do you ask? I just thought the two of us could go walk around our old dorm. Not better time than tonight. No! Too bad. Still, I'll be around if you change your mind. Finally finished the piece I was working on back aboard the Courageous. Didn't take long once I got back into an environment I was comfortable in. Well, time for the next one. Aren't artists supposed to be unemotional about this stuff? Well, I guess that's just Clara for you. I'm pretty impressed with myself. Takes some skill to finish something like this in half a month. Next up is my graduation project though. So I'll be shutting out everything else to focus on it, starting with you. Bye. Bye. Jeez, alright. Wow, something smells nice. I planned on treating everyone outside to some nice hot soup. All of us in the club put our heads together to come up with this recipe. So it's nice that I get the chance to whip it up here in our old club room. I plan to treat everyone outside in the cold to some nice hot soup, our club's special recipe no less. Although that does depend on the ingredients Vermillion went out to buy. Could have happened to her. We'll find out soon enough. Twins! Walking around the school building like this makes it sink in that we're finally back, you know? Yeah, it's been a long journey here. We're finally back where we belong. Thanks so much for staying safe, Vivi. I'm really proud of coming this far, but more than anything, proud of doing it with you. What brought that on? That's what I should be saying to you. You lying thief. There. Okay, time to take a little tour of all the most romantic spots around the academy. Gonna be full of lovey-dovey couples I can tease. Can't see me coming when they're lost in each other's eyes. Come on, Vivi, that's just mean. But it's very Vivi. Tomorrow, we'll do an even better job than we did today. We're twins. We were born to work together. And we got up here. Some red exclamations, oh my. So quiet here. It's hard to believe that there's a war raging on all around us. We've been through a lot on the way here, but I'm glad I could come back here with you again. I'm never going to let anyone threaten you again. No matter what happens, no matter who we're up against, I will always protect you. That's a promise. I don't want to ever be separated from you like that ever again. Oh, Alan. I don't know why it took me so long to realize how I feel. You're anything but weak, Alan. Never have been. Not when we first met, not when we reunited at Thors. But even if you do feel that way, just remember that I'll be by your side, okay? I might not be strong or super talented, but it doesn't matter to me anymore. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe, no matter how things turn out. Aww. I just want to make a backup save just to be sure that I'm okay to speak to these guys.
Oh, you guys are all up here?
Hi, Rean.
Hey, nice night, isn't it?
It's a little on the chilly side, but it still feels pretty nice since there's no breeze out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We're finally back here.
Yeah, gotta admit, seeing it again's making me feel all emotional.
No doubt. Especially since, unlike the rest of us, you guys were last here during the festival.
You're probably feeling lonely with Crow missing. Toa, George, Angelica, I want to thank you.
Huh?
What for?
You guys have helped us out so much. There's no way we could have gone that far without you. If it were just us first years, I don't think things would have gone half as well. So, on behalf of everyone here, thank you for everything you've done.
We should be the ones thanking you.
Yeah. Think about all the work Class 7 put into this and try saying that again.
Exactly. You guys even helped me deal with my old man. Where would I be without you?
I guess. But for the record, we've needed you just as much as you say you need us, you know. You shouldered the most responsibility on the Courageous, the ship that carried us and our dreams this far. And I'm gonna need you to keep watching our backs tomorrow. You think you can do that for us?
Like you even had to ask.
We'll be right there with you.
We would never abandon you after we've come this far together.
Thanks. I get this feeling like tomorrow's going to mark a turning point for us. Whether the Imperial Army's operation is a success or a failure, it feels like the time for me to fight Crow is almost here.
That's true.
Yeah, he won't let a chance like this just waltz on by.
And this time, I'm not going to let him win. I'll beat him, drag him right back here, and force him to finally graduate with you.
You sure that's even possible, Rean?
That's not going to be...
I'm well aware that it won't be easy, but everyone, not just me, wants the four of you together again. Class 7 managed to reunite, right? Now it's your turn.
You're amazing, Rean. And if you say that's what you're gonna do, I've got no reason to doubt you. Good luck.
Tomorrow's operation is sounding crazier by the minute.
Oh, just wait.
Seriously. I better hope I can finish polishing off that Tachi.
Is that what you call it? Oh, yeah, the blade. That conversation finally finished, Toa went back to the student council room to dutifully go over the plans for tomorrow once again. After saying the goodbyes, George and Angelica departed for the engineering building to get tools and equipment needed to manufacture Valimar's weapon. Let's go check on them then. So, engineering building. Where's Angie? Oh. Tomorrow is going to be a big day for all of us. Don't even know if I'll be able to sleep. I want the Courageous to bring hope back to the people of this land. But even more than that, I want us to get Crow back. Oh, that wasn't him. Tomorrow's... Looks like it's going to be an important day. Can hardly wait to get started. Let's give the people something they can place their hope in. Man, it's good to be back. Can't even think about how many hours the four of us spent here together. Try to bring him back, okay, Rean? I will. So I better head back to the Courageous. I'll have Valimar's new blade done by tomorrow. There's something to look forward to. We're going over tomorrow's operation again, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. Got to be sure everything's perfect. Feels like we're holding the Imperial Army's success or failure in our hands. It really does, but there's no way we're going to let them down. That's right. It's going to take all of us in the Academy to pull it off. And now that you've promised to bring back Crow, I can't afford to give my part any less than my all. And the same goes for me. It's going to be tough, but I know we can do this. Oh, Rean, there's something I wanted to ask you. Would you be willing to show me around your class dormitory later tonight? Huh? What brought this on? Well, we are finally back in Trista. I've always wanted to see what it was like inside, beyond where I leave the requests, I mean. Can you blame me? You've lived there for a long time now, and tonight seems like the perfect time to see it. Well, agree. Fine by me. I'll give you the grand tour. Really? Thanks. I'll be there as soon as I get the chance. See you later. Okay, I'll head over to the dormitory once I finish up everything else I want to. I don't know how much longer I'll be held up here, so you can go on ahead to the dorm and make yourself comfortable. I'll be along as soon as I can. Indeed. Right, so we're going to end this part here, obviously. And in the next part, we'll be heading down into Trista. Speak to everyone we can around there, because we still need to find, like, Milliam and stuff like that, don't we? So, yeah, there's a few people we still need to interact with. We need to speak to Valimar and all that type of stuff. And Rean, obviously. Yeah, a few people here, look. And then we'll head over to the dormitory. And I'm not sure when I'll put out the parts for the other options. It depends what we can get through before Yeast 9, basically. But we'll see what we can get done in the next part. Ta-ta, for now.